Hello there, this is WisePlayer 2000. Welcome to my stream, which hopefully saves this time. The last two times I tried to do it, um, I had to go through some hoops. I don't have a computer, so it was really infuriating trying to figure out how to enable back up your VODs to your Twitch after you finish streaming. I looked up videos, I tried Google, nothing helped me. So I went to ChatGPT and it gave me like a couple options and it worked. Anyway, if you're new here, which I'm a new Twitch streamer slash YouTuber, I try to be pretty chill about games. I'm pretty laid back, I feel. And honestly, I just like to be analytical about how I go through stuff, like gameplay wise. If you guys have any tips, any suggestions or anything for content or the content I'm putting out, feel free to give those in the chat. Like I said, I'm new to this, so try to bear with me if you can. I plan on doing Minecraft mainly to start off with, because I feel like it'd be a lot easier to do a playthrough of that. This is my world I've been in for looks like 71 days. But I'm totally down with starting a new world from scratch just for you guys. If you'd like that, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like my content. I plan on doing all kinds of content, not just Minecraft. I've got Baldur's Gate, Cyberpunk, Minecraft, of course. I've played Fortnite before. Yeah, I just have all kinds of games. And I actually have a couple of new ones that I've never played before that I can do a blind playthrough on, if that sounds interesting to you. Yeah, this is the third time I've tried doing a test for Twitch and YouTube and everything. It is so hard to get anything working without a computer, let me tell you. Yeah, so onto the gameplay aspect of this. I have the Lucky Block add-on, so that's why you see a lot of chunks missing here. It's because I have this pickaxe that I get with the Lucky Blocks, and it basically has vein miner on it. Now, I'm not new to Minecraft. I actually played Minecraft roughly when it first came out. Like when the world was completely flat, creepers dropped, what was it? Sulfur, I think, instead of gunpowder. But I like all the new changes they've come out with. Like, just the various biomes, like just how big hills and mountains can be now. All the various mobs and creatures they've got. How villagers work. It's all kind of somewhat new to me. And kind of fun to discern how it works. And if you hear any vehicles or anything, I have my window open, so I apologize for that. And I don't have any like cameras or anything, so I might invest in something like that in the future. If you're interested in that, let me know. But at the moment, it's just going to be commentary and gameplay. And I hope that's okay with you guys. I actually have autism, a specific form of it. I have Asperger's syndrome. So I was told that this would actually be one really good way for me to try to overcome that and, learn how to talk to people more. I'm all for it. I'm always down for trying new things, and especially ways that'll help me. If you hear stuff dying on the other side of this wall, that's because I have a spawner mod, like spawner add-on, and I found some blazes. I captured one, put in a spawner, and I have a little waterfall in here for them. So they pretty much just die. I need to turn this into a mob grinder though, eventually. Because I feel like that'd just be a really good source of XP. I also have another spawner over here. This is a gold one, so this is like at least 1 or 2 away from the top tier you can get. And the higher tier a spawner is, the more often a mob will spawn. We got an enchanting add-on. I actually had some pretty cool enchants. Has these little books, and they affect certain tools and certain armors, such as, I think I got rid of it somehow, but on my hoe, you wouldn't think there'd be too many enchants you can put on a hoe, but there's one called the Life Reaper, I believe. Yes, and it basically turns it into a melee weapon that heals you on hits. So that's pretty nice. Now I know a lot of my setup, like in the game right now, may look a little odd. You know, it's like why aren't you being more efficient with this, or you know, why haven't you done this yet? Well, I'm still learning a lot of Minecraft stuff, like mob grinders. Like I'm not necessarily new to it, but I've only done it maybe once or twice before. If you hear me get really quiet, that's because I'm either focusing on the game itself for a moment, or I'm just, you know, focusing on an aspect of the game, or I'm thinking. I know in real life, you might see me like kind of walk around a little bit, like not saying anything or doing anything. I call that my thinking shuffle, because I'll just try to think while just moving around a little bit, you know, get the blood flowing as it is. Also have a nature mod. I think this is a snake. Yeah. If you're curious about all the mods, I'm on Xbox, by the way. If you're curious about all the add-ons I have, or you know what kind of games I have, or anything else, feel free to just, you know, ask in the chat. Let's see here. I actually haven't explored too far. Oh, and before I get too far, I will let you know I have a morph mod, and it's actually pretty neat to use. So you crouch and left click, or press LT, and you don't have all of these unlocked in the beginning. You actually, in order to unlock these, so if we go a little further, like armadillos, bats, all this stuff, in order to get that certain creature unlocked, what you have to do is you have to have the gauntlet on you. I might be able to, I don't know if I can do it with this guy. He's a nature dude. So any of the vanilla Minecraft entities you can turn into. But in order to do that, you have to get pretty close to them while holding this gauntlet. And then it'll unlock for you, and then you get pretty much all the powers, abilities, and health that mob has. So for example, if I crouch, I like to become an allay, or allay, I don't know how you say it exactly, and I'll uncrouch, and ta-da, that's me now. And you get the abilities of them, so you get this little float ability, which is pretty nice for staying away from anything dangerous on the ground. And then if I let go of A, I'll start falling, but if I sprint, it'll slow my fall even more, and it'll actually make you go further too, and quicker. But as soon as you quit sprinting though, you start falling pretty quick. And if you want to go all the way down, like pretty quick, you just crouch. That's the allay. Oops, what did I do? Okay, So I figured out one of my favorite things to turn into is a drowned. Not right here. Oops, go inside. Oops. Wait. Oh, that's cool. So apparently they get a trident they can throw. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. But one of my favorite things about this dude is if you look at the abilities. Oh, there's a snake over there. He has water breathing and invisibility. Both really awesome to have. Unfortunately, I don't think the invisibility works, or if it does work, I think it's being ruined because I'm wearing armor. And I think mobs can see that for some reason, I guess. I don't know how mob vision works on here. Also, I have Tinker's Construct. Yeah, let me turn back into me so I'm not growling and grunting. Take this dude out. I've gone pretty far. I've actually seen the Warden a couple times, and I've never met the Warden before, ever since it came out. But yeah, all this stuff just got dug out by me because all the lucky blocks are around. Oh, hello, creepers. Yeah, I can go all the way down there. And like I said, this is just like a test world for you guys, like just kind of showing off what I'm able to do. I say test world. This is my personal world. And I don't mind sharing it with you guys. Kind of showing you what all I've accomplished and gotten. I've gotten only like a handful of diamonds since I've been down below. Like, I got 2 on me right now. And I used, I think it's 2, 3, 5 diamonds to make the gear I got. Maybe more. I don't know. These enchanting tables I got through Lucky Blocks. Same as this. So, it's not like I'm cheating for diamonds or anything, I promise. I'm not cheating at all. These are unenchanting and disassembling things, like uncrafting, basically. So, as an example, if I have anything I don't mind getting rid of, which seems like I might. What's going on out there? Oh, there's a moose. That's the first time I've seen a moose. Hold on. You're a big guy. Are you lava proof though? That's the question. Oh, these cherry blossoms I planted out here. I got from a trader, and then I realized there's a cherry blossom forest all the way out there. So I kind of wasted some emeralds, unfortunately. But that's okay. Lessons learned. I'm trying to find something I can uncraft that I don't mind losing. Everything on my person at the moment. You know what? I'll show you with an arrow. How about that? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Is this pumpkin seed? Don't need that. And if the music's too loud, gameplay's too loud, or anything, definitely let me know. Because I will do my best to tailor the gameplay to your guys' expectations. Alright. Let's take 1 arrow. And if I put it over here, it gets uncrafted into its base components, which I believe is a stick and feathers and flint. Something like that. Anyway. So, yeah, that's basically what I got at the moment. I think my Lucky Block add-on is kind of glitching a little bit, or is kind of being weird. Because these blocks are supposed to, I believe, turn into Lucky Blocks. But every time I get them, they just turn into that. So, if you have any suggestions on that, I'd be willing to hear it. Alright, well, looks like the stream's been going for about 15 minutes. So this is my third test. Technically the first video for you guys. And if you enjoyed, definitely like, subscribe. Let me know how I did in the comments. If this goes over to YouTube, if I get it to go over there. And shout out to anyone that knows me personally and, you know, subscribes or follows me. You guys rock, and everyone else, you rock too. And welcome to the Horde. Thank you.